Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dennis. So we're going to do a little bit of a different build this time. So basically the motherboard's already prepped. It's not one I don't think I've ever reviewed actually. I may have, I'll have to look back, not the point. But I have the Corsair iCUE 465X RGB, and I'm just going to show you a couple extra features on here. So basically the motherboard is just going to go in. It's not really a build video. I want to show you the Corsair software. So this particular motherboard does not have an addressable RGB header on it. It just has RGB. As it turns out, an RGB case doesn't require it on the motherboard, which I've never seen before. But it does have a little something else, a little something special on the case itself that's going to let you control all your colors and everything. So if you have a motherboard, you didn't have addressable RGB on it, and you still want all the bling and colors, well, this is going to maybe help you out. So actually, I did do the video on this to think about it. There's a newer version of it out, so you can buy that version if you wish and put it in there, and it'll still do the same thing. Actually, I think the newer version has it, but again, you're not going to need it. So if you wanted to go with a budget system and just buy a motherboard that'll go in the case and do everything you need, don't worry about the RGB because the case will take care of that for you. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and let's put this together and show you the Corsair software, show you what's special about this case, because I'm not sure if I really emphasized how important that is before. So let's get on with it. Here we go. Okay, so this is the motherboard. It's the Asus Strix B450F Gaming. Pretty sure actually I did do a video on this. I already got the Corsair memory on here just to give extra a little bit of color. So 32 gig of memory. I've got it's only a 3600X CPU, but that's plenty for what I want to accomplish from this. As the SSD from Samsung 980 to 1 terabyte. And of course, we'll have our 1660 Ti graphics card. And of course, this is the case. So the thing I want to show you on this case, which is what makes it special, okay, other than the cables, forget all that. Sorry about the mess. So on here, when you get the case, when I reviewed this in the past, I kind of showed all the cables and all that kind of good stuff. But I didn't show or talk about this enough. This is your RGB. Now, they call it the Corsair Node. Okay, I'll get you the proper title when I do the video here. But this can be moved from here. There's a couple of different spots that you can move it to. If you want to move it out of the way, just a couple of screws come out. It actually provides you a couple of other screws, so it can go right in this area here. But bottom line is, everything you're going to need, this is powered from a USB. So USB, this is here, and that's going to control all your colors with the Corsair software. So I'm going to put all this together. I'm going to build it. I'm not filming that part. Okay, so since this is pretty much just a new features on the case, I figured I'd show you a couple other things. So there is a little slot in the back that goes nicely in here for your 8-pin for CPU power. One thing I noticed is they do have the little rubber grommet here to feed cables up through. Now, normally I thought just use your graphics card cable, bring it up. But the motherboard is so close to the bottom of this case, it's impossible to feed the cables down underneath. So you are going to have to bring them up through here, or you can bring it from here, but it'd probably look better bringing them from here. Anyway, put the motherboard in, it's all installed. One nice thing again that I like, they have a cutout on the left-hand side. So you can feed your HD audio cable up through here. So that'll hide at least that cable. So that's one cable that usually you have to run down the bottom a lot of times. So at least they thought of that. Let's get on to doing the rest of it. Okay, so this is, like I say, a little bit unconventional in the way the video is being done. So it's because it's not a build. It's kind of how this node, Corsair node, works. So you have two main cables that I want to point out. Okay, so you've got this cable here, all right, which this one here is just simply a USB cable. Okay, so they'll plug into a USB port in the front, and the SATA, which is going to plug into a SATA from your power supply. And that, once you plug in all your fans, is all that you need to run the RGB and get it all going. Okay, so all this will be all straightened away, tucked away, not to worry about that. But that I wanted to explain because I find that really interesting. I don't know if you can buy this separately. I'm suspecting you probably can, maybe in a different version, but that could solve a lot of problems for people. The only downside might be the fact these are kind of proprietary to Corsair only. So you might have to stick with the Corsair case with this in it and Corsair fans, RGB fans, in order for that to work. So if you know of a generic version out there that will work, that works with any case, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'll pin that comment if I get one that tells me one that I can go to and I can have a look at. All right, so I'm going to go do the rest of the cables and we'll get back to what I said we're going to do in the first place. Okay, so I got the cables all nicely tucked away on here. There's not a lot of room, so I put the CPU cable tucked in here, tied it off. So that should go on there pretty easy for the side panel, the back panel, whatever you want to call it. Ran all my cables through. Everything's plugged in. So this did work out quite nicely, actually. So running my cables down through here. All you've got on this case, though, is your power, reset, and PLED positive, negative. And of course, the USB for your hub goes in here. HD audio is here, and your two fans. And I plugged another fan on the top up here. So we're all plugged in. I'm going to put my graphics card in. This is my PCIe cable. And then we should be able to power it on, make sure everything works. And then go to the iCUE software, which I already have installed from before. And we'll have a look at it. That's all there's to that. Put screws back in. Okay, this is becoming more and more like a build all the time, but truly it's not really meant to be. And our cable goes in here. Hopefully I made it long enough, otherwise I'm going to have to adjust it. Okay, give that a little click. Good to go. And I'll tuck that out of there as best we can. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's start this up. Let's turn down some lights. There, we can see it a lot better now. All our colors are on. And I was just going to show you on the inside here. There's some color on the inside going on too. So we got a Republic of Gamers here, our Corsair RGB memory here, and our Corsair case fans RGB in the front. So all in all, pretty darn good. But, like I said, this is all about the software. So let's go to the software and have a look. Okay, so you first have to go to Corsair's website and download the iCUE software. Okay, it's very straightforward. Just type in your search bar, iCUE, download, and it'll come up. It'll take you to the Corsair site. Make sure you're clicking on the right one, and it's going to come up. Now, because I've got Vengeance Pro RGB software or RGB in here, because I have Vengeance RGB Pro RGB RAM, it gives me all the options in here. It even finds the Asus motherboard to do all that. But the thing I want to control myself with, the thing I want to use, is the Lighting Node core. So the thing we're looking at right now is the Lighting Node core. So it gives you lighting setup, lighting channel 1, hardware channel 1, device settings. So let's have a look at it. Lighting setup. So it gives you all kinds of options. And in fact, if you go to Corsair's website, there's multiple places, if you click on the Home tab, that would walk you through all the different scenarios to set up your fans. Okay, and it'll teach you how to do it. Gives you different options, quick lighting zone. You can click all, and you can click color. So if you click your color, I'm going to choose, let's start with blue. And let's see what it does. So I changed all my fans to blue. I'm just going to move this so you can see it. Okay, so there you can see I've changed it to blue. And I can go in, I can change it to green. And pretty much any color I want, really. You know, and you can choose the degree of the depth of the color and what you want to do with it as well. But anyway, the point of this is you can get it set up in different patterns. So you want your Vengeance memory, you can go click on that and you can say hardware lighting. Now I do believe, let me just see if I can find it here, that you should be able to sync all this. Let's see if we can sync these together. Doesn't seem to want to let me. So I can do lighting effects and device settings. I can do lighting setup, lighting channel, hardware channel, device settings, and of course you have multiple options for your memory as well. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out, show you the hub, the lighting node, to show you that you don't need a motherboard that has the addressable RGB, or even RGB for that matter. It's going to use that node to run all your software. So just keep that in mind. I am going to change this just to, you can choose just one simple color. Oh, actually that worked for everything. That changed every color in the case. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try and get a little bit less light. So let me just see. So I changed that to blue, and now everything is blue. I know it's hard to see though, but let's make it red. That might be easier to see. Well, actually we'll go yellow first. Now it's changing everything, even the motherboard. Want static red? You got red. So you play around with this and you're going to come up, you can do rainbow. So now everything is rainbow, multiple colors. And I know a lot of people really like that. And I'm not sure what rain is. Let's have a look. Oh, well, isn't that fancy now? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I think I'm going to leave it there. Yep. So anyway, don't forget, when you get a Corsair case, especially if you have that lighting node core, go in, download the software, and it's going to get everything going for you, and you're going to love it. And there's so many tutorials to teach you how to use it. I couldn't even begin to cover them, so that's why I'm not really trying. I'm just showing you some of the basics and going from there. All right, everybody, so like I say, this is the beauty of this case. You got the RGB fans, you got the RGB memory from Corsair, the motherboard is an Asus Strix B450F gaming, and when you put all that together, and then you download the software, well, the rain, that blows me away. That looks like something a professional would do. I don't consider myself a professional, in case you're wondering. But that looks like something I would walk in a store and go, oh, wow, I wish I could do that. And it's the software, so it's not really that difficult. If I can do it, I guarantee you can do it. I ain't no brain child. So, like this video, hit that like. If you're not, well, I don't know, hit the dislike, see what happens. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Maybe you still have it. Go for it. If it helped you out, if you learned anything from it at all, let me know. Put it in the comments. If you're new here, think about subscribing and hit that bell for future notifications of videos as they come up. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to do more and more better videos, if that makes any sense. I know my grammar is terrible, but yeah, I hope you like it. I am actually running Windows 11 for this, by the way, so it will run on Windows 10 and it will run on Windows 11. So just so you know. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.